Dave has just sat out there that, they really wanted you. How much of a bearing did that have on your decision to take this job?
I've got to be honest. Timing in football's not over. You don't always get that luxury. Last 3-4 months, it's sort of come clear to me that I was looking to. I was happy, but I needed more. It became clear to me I needed to look for a number one spot for me as a person, for my progression, and obviously didn't know what that was going to be at that time. I was working with Vincent during that period. Obviously Bayern Munich came up, but it was still my option to be a number one. And then I just sort of really made it clear to myself, this is what it was going to be, this is how I'm going to go about it. And then obviously the situation changed here with Wales. I was still looking at club, but I have to be honest, it can drag you. Like, Wales has always been really important to me. I've spent a lot of my career away from here as well, and obviously I've had certain periods where I've been here, but I was born here. I've spent a lot of my career away from here, and the opportunity then to lead your national team is rare. It's rare, and to get it as a first opportunity, with obviously Mark Hughes then coming to mind, Gary Speed coming to mind, and it just really, it became clear to me that if there was an opportunity of being able to do this, this is the one I wanted, and I'm grateful for that.
Sounds like you couldn't turn this job down.
No, you can, you can turn, yeah, but no, I don't know. It was just, it was strange. When I spoke for the process and I spoke to Dave as well, the more I got into it, the more excited I got, it wasn't. Honestly, from afar, this was not something that was always playing on my mind. It really wasn't. But the more I got into the detail of it, the more reasons, because you try and make a sensible decision, not just total emotion. Everything just come back to certain feelings I had about being involved with Wales. Then really, if I look at it, it never really left me. It's always been there, and it came back even stronger and stronger now. So I'm so happy to be doing this.
From listening to the interview that you did yesterday, it was on the Football Association website. It was interesting that obviously you've been watching Wales as a fan, haven't you, the last couple of years, and seeing them in stadiums. And you spoke a lot about the fans and what it means to be part of this Wales journey, if you like. How exciting is it now that you're going to be leading that?
Yeah, very exciting. To be a fan during this period has been great. It's been such a huge and exciting, and also, I don't know whether it's Welsh, you feel real strong and real part of this. So a lot of the games, a lot of like being able to qualify, being able to see another European Championships, going to a World Cup, those moments have been big. But also to me, I feel this path's been set for a number of years now, and it was leading this way, and it's what we expect now. And I know people are always look to come back and say, well, you weren't qualifying for so many years, but if you look at the setup and you look at the organisation and where it is now, it's geared for success and it's geared to qualify, and it's just for ourselves, including myself, is to enhance that and improve it. And to keep improving where we are now at this present moment. Of course, yeah, we've had a knockback because we weren't involved in this European Championships, but to make sure that hopefully we're able to go to a World Cup again, and hopefully with the Euros then after that. So that's a real motivation as well.
Fan reaction to you getting the job. I mean, lots of people, you've been for this job before, haven't you?
Yes,
before?
Yes.
Didn't get the job then. Do you think there's an unfair...
Thank you.
You got it now.
It's BBC, yeah, okay.
Do you think perhaps there's a perception that you were maybe being judged on maybe the perception of you from 20 years ago?
No, I wouldn't say that, but I understand the perception as well. I completely understand it, and probably that's why my thought process was about becoming number one then, because inexperience. That's always going to be thrown. But also temperament. That's a nice word that usually likes to get used. Until I'm able to do it, and hopefully then after a few months, after a year, maybe 2, maybe 3, I don't know, I think you have a good understanding, and yeah, temperament's fine. Yeah, now he has experience. So hopefully that will be able to dismiss that. But also it's important for me as well to be able to dismiss that.
Final one from me. I was talking to Iwan Roberts, a man you know well, who said he's never met anyone who wants to win as much as you. It doesn't matter whether it's football or anything else. I mean,
it's not winning. I hate losing more, and there's a big difference. I believe if you give everything you've got, and this is not just football, it's in life. Mistakes will happen. I have no issue with that. It's learning, but also just trying to be the best you can be. Then I believe that's winning. Now, if I don't prepare and I don't put the effort in, and you lose, that's really something I really struggle to cope with, and I don't like that for myself as a person. So I know everyone to say about winning. For me, it's sometimes you'll win in different ways. Like if we play incredibly well, okay, we might not have got a result, I might not have won at that moment. I'm good. I'm really fine because I see winning as a longevity. We'll get there in the end. It's not a problem. But losing and not being able to play well and not being able to carry out and give your all during that period, because I believe the habits that sometimes, then I find that difficult. But also, I've just had 2 seasons. The first season of winning nearly every week, dominating a league to a manner that comes quite rare in a very difficult league. Also then going to the top league, winning the Premier League, losing most weeks. So I've seen really the level of how much you learn, and basically you learn more when you're losing. You learn more. Actually, I'm clearer now than what I was the season before. So you have to take the rough through the smooth. There's no emotional roller coasters. You have to stay calm through it all, and that's something as maybe coaching side I've been able to really pick up and been able to cherish and be grateful for.
Well, good luck in the role.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Diolch, Carl. Geraint here, who's from Sky Sports News.
Hi, Craig. Congratulations. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Craig, first thing, just to elaborate, I suppose, on some of the previous answers you've given there. So my question to you is, why Wales, why now? And also, why not club management? Because of the way your career was going, your name was being talked about as a progressive, forward-looking coach. So why step away from the club scene and a national role? I understand about Wales and the passion of that one, but...
No, I understand. I never felt the need to be a manager. There wasn't a burning desire for me. I was really happy. Maybe I spent a lot of my career in the limelight. And anyone knows me, I don't need the limelight, you understand what I mean? I'm quite comfortable without it. And I wasn't sure if I ever wanted to put myself through that moment again. So I was happy in the background. I was happy learning. I love football, so it's great for me to still be involved in football. But then really it comes to a stage where I believe I've got to where I needed to coaching. And then listen, if I have to do interviews, and be here and put up with you guys, if that's the worst case and it's stopping me from doing it, I'm going to have to do it. Look, this is what it is. I'm going to have to do it. So I didn't see you guys putting me off enough to be able to stop me from wanting to be a manager, because I believe that's, for me, I have to be true to me. I have to be true to my beliefs as well, and it was the next step. Club, of course, is a little bit different, but even speaking with Dave, that was, how can I turn this into day to day? How can this be every day? Because it has to be for me. I cannot be not working. So we've worked out a plan of action to make sure that I have a constantly an analysis, constantly reviewing games, constantly looking at different training ideas. So that then, if I was able to manage my time and use it right, and treat it as much as I can like a club, then it's just for my own mental well-being. That was important for me, and we were able to. I was able to be satisfied that we can keep along that track, and I'm able to do that.
I hope we're not that bad, Craig.
No, we shall see.
Oh, yeah. You're coming into a role where the entire DNA of being the Wales men's senior manager is utterly different to the one it was 15 years ago. The journey that Gary Speed's been on, the fact that Wales have been Euros, almost serial qualifiers, it's not just what happens in Wales. Wales are now on the global map. There's much more interest in Wales and the FAW, what they do. So what is the expectation? What is the target that you, the bare minimum you have to achieve to even stay in the role? Such is what is expected of Wales these days.
I try not to. I understand. I definitely understand the question, but I can address it back to how I am as a person. It's I want to dominate in every aspect. And now, like I said, winning football matches. This is me personally. This is not. This is how I feel. It's. I have to have control of everything during the game. That's how I feel comfortable. And I believe that if you're able to do that, then football matches, winning games, qualifying for tournaments come with it. But in order to be able to do that, the detail you have to go into becomes hard work. And that starts, it's starting now. So the camp's already going to be in September. The work, the detail that's going into first game Turkey, I've already watched them 8 times already. I'm not saying that's going to be enough, but I'm already on to the detail. And the players then are able to see that. They're able to see the level of what you go into, and it allows them to be able to perform to the best they can. And I believe with the whole department as well, working that way, if we're all able to work with each other and work at a level, to the highest level we can. I'm not saying to reach for everyone else and what they do, and it's not a concern that we can be the best that we can in every department. And help each other to be able to improve, because that's what it is. It's not the players. The players, you'll see a certain, but it's everyone in a department that makes Wales or makes a club or whatever environment you're in makes that successful. If you're not all working together, it will not work. Something will break down sooner or later. But if we're all together, which I've seen and I'm very confident with, and we're able to progress, even like this, was this good enough for you guys? Do you need more? Do you need more drinks, or do you need more support? It's those type of stuff that really matter, because they're the details. And if we're able to then transfer that into the playing side, that what gives you an opportunity of being successful. And then with the players we already have as well, then you've got a good chance of being able to qualify, and not just qualify, then maybe you might be able to surprise 1 or 2 like in 2016 and get to the later stages. Hopefully. But we have to be professional, but understand that the fact of what we are, we work hard. And every detail we try and get to the top is what we can.